Hi, everyone. Welcome back to Easy Talk English. I'm Sarah.
And I'm Saeem. Hello, hello. Welcome, welcome.
Okay, today I want to start with a very important question.
Uh-oh.
Do you have your coffee, your tea, your warm drink? Because today's topic is going to feel very cozy, and I think you should have something warm in your hand.
I fully agree. Go get your drink first. We'll wait.
We will literally wait. Okay, welcome back.
I hope you got something good.
Okay, before we start, coffee or tea? Which team are you on?
Coffee. 100% coffee. No question.
Yes, my person, same team.
I need at least one coffee in the morning or I am not a functional human being.
Not just functional, I'm not even a nice person without my morning coffee. My friends know this. They leave me alone until the coffee kicks in.
That's a house rule. Do not talk to Sarah before the coffee.
It is absolutely a house rule. Okay, hello to all our wonderful viewers. Welcome to Easy Talk English, the place where we speak slowly, use simple, everyday English, and have real conversations that actually help you use English in real life.
Today is one of those episodes that I really love because it's practical. It's something you can use immediately in your life.
Yes, today we are talking about something very simple, something very common, something that millions of people do every single day all around the world.
And that is
Today, we are going to talk about having coffee with a friend, how to do it in English, what to say, how to invite someone, how to order, how to have a natural conversation, everything.
This is such an important real-life English skill because coffee with a friend, it's not just coffee. It's a whole social experience. And if you're learning English, knowing how to handle this situation gives you so much confidence.
So much. Okay, let's start from the very beginning. Let's say you want to meet a friend for coffee. You want to invite them. What do you say in English?
Great starting point. So the most common, most natural way to invite someone for coffee is very simple. You say, "Hey, do you want to grab a coffee sometime?"
Grab a coffee. I love this phrase. It's so casual, so American.
Very casual. Grab means to get something quickly, but grab a coffee really just means let's go have coffee together. It doesn't mean you're in a hurry.
Language is funny like that. Other ways to say it, you can say, do you want to meet for coffee? Or let's catch up over coffee.
Catch up. That means you haven't seen someone for a while and you want to hear what's new in their life. You want to catch up on each other's news.
Yes, we haven't talked in a while. Let's catch up. Very natural phrase.
And if you want to be even more casual, very relaxed, you can say, "Hey, coffee soon?" Just 2 words, very friendly, very simple.
Coffee soon? I love it. Straight to the point.
No wasted words, just the important ones.
And your friend might say, sure, when are you free? Or, I'd love that. How about Saturday? Or, sounds good. Let me know when.
All very natural responses, very relaxed, no formality needed.
Okay, so the plan is made. You're going to meet your friend at a coffee shop. You arrive. What happens next?
First, you might see a friend waiting for you, and you greet each other. How do you greet a friend in English, in a casual, real way?
You don't say, good morning, dear friend. How do you do?
Please don't say that.
Nobody says that. In real life, with a friend, you say, hey, so good to see you. Or, oh my gosh, hi, it's been so long. Or just, hey, how are you?
Maybe a hug, maybe a little wave, very warm, very easy.
And your friend says, hey, I'm so happy you're here. Or, I've been looking forward to this. Or, finally, I missed you.
Beautiful, natural, real.
Okay, so now you're inside the coffee shop. You sit down, but first you have to order your coffee. This is very important, and for a lot of English learners, this can feel intimidating.
It can be scary at first. You walk up to the counter, the barista, that's the person who makes the coffee, they look at you and say, "Hi, what can I get for you?" Or, "What would you like today?"
And suddenly your brain freezes. Even if you know the words, the pressure of a real situation makes you forget.
So let's practice this right now. What are the most common coffees you can order? Let's go through them so our viewers know the vocabulary.
Okay, so the most basic coffee in America is just called a regular coffee or a drip coffee. It's simple, it's classic, just coffee with nothing added.
And if you want milk in your coffee, you ask for cream or milk on the side. Or you can say, "Can I get a coffee with cream?"
Then there's an espresso. That's a very small, very strong shot of coffee, very concentrated. Small cup, big punch.
Very big punch. I made the mistake of having 3 espressos once.
What happened?
I couldn't stop talking for 6 hours. My hands were shaking. I reorganized my entire kitchen at 11 at night.
You reorganized your kitchen.
Every cabinet, every drawer, everything has a new place now, and I'm actually not sure where anything is anymore.
The espresso giveth and the espresso taketh.
True story. True cautionary story.
Okay, other popular coffee drinks. A latte, that's espresso with lots of steamed milk. Very smooth, very creamy. A lot of people love lattes.
A cappuccino, that's espresso with steamed milk and a layer of milk foam on top, a little stronger than a latte.
A macchiato, espresso with just a little bit of milk, stronger taste, for people who like their coffee with a little kick.
And then there's iced coffee, just coffee served cold over ice. Very popular in summer, or honestly, anytime in America.
Americans drink iced coffee in winter, in the snow. Don't ask questions.
It's just the culture.
And one more, a flat white. That's become very popular recently. It's like a latte, but smaller and stronger.
Okay, so when you go to order, you can say, "Can I get a latte, please?" Or, "I'll have a cappuccino." Or, "I'd like an iced coffee, please."
I'll have and can I get and I'd like. All three are perfectly natural ways to order. Learn any one of them. Any one works.
And if you're not sure what to get, it's totally fine to say, "What do you recommend?" Or, "What's popular here?"
People love being asked for recommendations. The barista will be happy to help you.
And don't forget, thank you so much. Always, always. A little gratitude goes a long way.
It really does. Okay, so you've ordered your coffees, you sit down, now the real conversation begins. And this is the part I love the most.
The coffee shop conversation. There's something about sitting in the coffee shop with a friend that just makes conversation feel easier, don't you think?
There really is. Something about the warm cup in your hands, the comfortable chairs, the background noise of the cafe. It all makes you feel relaxed, open, ready to talk.
So what do people actually talk about when they have coffee together? Let's go through it.
First, and this is almost always the first thing, how are you? What's new? Catching up. That's how most coffee conversations start.
And in English, beyond just, "I'm fine, thank you," you can say so much more, like, "I've been really busy lately," or, "Things have been good. Actually, I have some news."
Ooh, I have some news. That phrase opens everything up. When someone says, I have some news, you immediately want to know what it is.
Tell me, what is it? What's the news?
Exactly that reaction. And then they share. Maybe they got a new job, maybe they moved, maybe they started a new hobby, something real and personal.
And your response as a friend is, "Oh, wow, really?" Or, "No way. That's amazing." Or, "That's so exciting. Tell me everything."
These are real American reactions, real things people say. No way means I can't believe it. That's surprising. It's a positive surprise.
And "tell me everything" means you want all the details. You're interested. You want to hear the whole story.
Because that's what friends do over coffee. They tell each other the whole story, not the short version, the whole thing.
No short version. You're here for the coffee and the stories.
You're here for the stories. Okay, let's also talk about some common topics that come up in coffee conversations, because knowing these topics gives you something to talk about.
Great idea. What's topic number 1?
Work and life. People often talk about what's happening at their job, how busy they are, new things happening at work. You can say, work has been crazy lately, or I actually really love my job right now, or I'm thinking about making some changes at work.
Very relatable. Very natural. Work touches everybody's life.
Topic 2, family and personal life. How's your family? Is a very common question over coffee, and you can answer with, everyone's doing well, thanks. Or my mom has been visiting, it's been really nice. Or things at home have been busy but good.
Topic 3. Plans and things to look forward to. Do you have any plans coming up? Or are you going anywhere this summer? Or have you done anything fun recently?
These questions are easy to ask and easy to answer, and they lead to great conversation because everyone has something: a plan, a trip, a movie they saw, a restaurant they tried.
Topic 4. And this one is very American. Recommendations. Have you seen any good movies lately? Or is there a good restaurant you've been to recently? Or are you reading anything good right now?
Americans love to share recommendations with friends. Oh, you have to try this place. You have to watch this show. It's a form of caring, sharing good things with people you like.
It's how we say, I thought about you when I saw this. I want you to have this good thing too.
Oh, that's sweet. I never thought of it that way. But yes, that's exactly what it is.
Okay, I want to do something fun now. I want to do a little role play. Let's pretend we just arrived at a coffee shop. Let's show our viewers a real coffee with a friend conversation from the beginning.
Oh, yes. Okay, let's do it. Viewers, watch how natural this sounds. Watch how simple the language is. And notice how one question leads to the next naturally.
Ready? I'll be meeting my friend at the cafe.
Oh, hey, hi.
Hey, you made it. So good to see you.
You too. Sorry, am I late? I couldn't find parking.
No, I just got here a few minutes ago. Have a seat. Did you order yet?
Not yet. What are you getting?
I'm thinking a latte, maybe a large one. I had a long morning.
Say no more. I'm getting a latte too. Hi, can I get 2 large lattes, please? One for me and one for my friend.
Thank you. So, how are you? It feels like it's been forever since we talked properly.
I know, things have been so busy. Work has been a lot lately, but honestly, good busy. I like what I'm doing.
That's the best kind of busy, though. When you actually like what you're doing, it doesn't feel as heavy.
Exactly. And what about you? How have you been?
Actually, I have some news.
Oh, what? Tell me.
I've been thinking about taking a cooking class, like a real one, once a week.
No way. Are you serious? That's so cool. You already love cooking. This is going to take it to another level.
I'm a little nervous about it, actually. I'm afraid I'll be the worst one in the class.
You won't be. And even if you are at first, that's okay. You'll learn so much.
True, you're right. Okay, what about you? Any news, any plans?
Actually, yes. I'm thinking about taking a solo trip. Just me, somewhere I've never been.
Oh, wow, where are you thinking?
I'm not sure yet. Maybe somewhere by the ocean. I really need to be near water.
I love that. You deserve a good trip. You've been working really hard.
Thank you. I'm excited just thinking about it.
Good. Let's do more of this, by the way. These coffee catch-ups. They always make my week better.
Mine too, truly. Okay, did you see how natural that was?
And notice, we didn't use any difficult words, no complicated grammar, just simple sentences, simple questions, one thing leading to another.
That's all a real coffee conversation is. You ask a simple question, you listen, you respond, you share a little, they share a little, and before you know it, an hour has passed.
You look at the clock and you think, how did that happen?
Time flies when the coffee is good and the company is better.
Okay, I want to share a personal story, a real one.
Please.
So, years ago, when my English was still not very strong, I was living in a new city. I didn't know many people, and someone at work, a colleague, invited me for coffee.
That was kind.
It was, and I was terrified because I thought, we'll sit down and she'll want to have a real conversation and I won't be able to keep up. I won't know the words. There will be these awful silences.
The dreaded silent pause. Every language learner's nightmare.
The silence where you're searching desperately for the next word and your face is doing something strange.
We've all made that face.
So I went. I was nervous, and you know what? It was fine. It was more than fine because my colleague was patient. She spoke slowly, and when I didn't know a word, I just described it. I said, the thing you use to, and she helped me find it.
That's what kind people do. They help you find the word. They don't make you feel small for not having it.
And that coffee, that one nervous, terrifying coffee, was the beginning of a friendship that lasted years over many, many coffees.
That's beautiful. One scared coffee, years of friendship.
So, to anyone who is nervous about having a conversation in English, about meeting someone, sitting down, not knowing what to say, I promise you, the other person mostly just wants connection. They want warmth. They want a real human being across the table, not perfect grammar.
Not perfect grammar, perfect presence. That's what matters.
Your warmth, your effort, your smile, those communicate more than any grammar rule.
Okay, we want to give you one final, very practical thing before we go. A cheat sheet, the most useful phrases from today, so you have them ready the next time you invite a friend for coffee.
To invite someone, do you want to grab a coffee? Let's catch up over coffee.
When you arrive, hey, so good to see you. It's been so long.
When ordering, can I get a latte, please? I'll have an iced coffee. What do you recommend?
When catching up, how have you been? What's new with you? I have some news.
To react to your friend's news, no way. That's amazing. Tell me everything.
When talking about plans, do you have anything coming up? I've been thinking about blank.
To end the coffee date warmly, this was so nice. We should do this more often. I really needed this today.
That last one, I really needed this today. That's one of the most real, most human things you can say to a friend.
Because coffee with a friend is not really about the coffee. It's about feeling seen, feeling heard, feeling connected.
And that is the same in every language, in every country, at every table. That feeling, it's universal.
Universal, yes.
Okay, our comment challenge today is, tell us how you like your coffee, and tell us who you would love to have coffee with. It can be a real person in your life, or a famous person, or anyone.
Write it in English, any level. And if you write it, you're practicing English, real, useful English.
And maybe someone in the comments will invite you for a virtual coffee. You never know.
The Easy Talk English Coffee Club.
I love it. Okay, everyone, thank you so much for being here with us today. Please like this video if it helped you, share it with a friend who is learning English, or better yet, share it with a friend you want to invite for coffee.
Subscribe so you never miss an episode. We are here every single week. Slow English, warm conversations, real-life practice.
Until next time, invite someone for coffee, use your English, and enjoy every sip.
Cheers.
Cheers. See you next time.
Bye-bye.